I had to do this video because of a conversation I had yesterday, and I thought it would be video worthy. Let me preface the comments I make based on this story on what happened to me. I was playing Airsoft February 11th last year. I was playing in the snow. There was about 4 inches of snow. I stepped over a stump with my right leg, and when I stepped over the stump, I didn't know there was a hole foot-sized on the other side of the stump. So when I put my foot down, I went through the snow down into that hole. I was going forward. All my weight went on my trapped leg. My leg was trapped in that hole. All the weight went on my trapped leg, and I went forward. Shattered my leg, messed up the tibia plateau, a bunch of other things happened. A friend behind me said it sounded like plastic snapping. Here we are a year later, and I'm still recovering from it. Therapy, 4 surgeries to get it straightened out. Still going to therapy after the 4th surgery. That's the story behind this story. I was asked yesterday by a parent, how safe is Airsoft? And I prefaced my answer to that person who had 2 children that wanted to play Airsoft. One was a little younger and one was a little older. Still under 18, both of them. And I said, it's as safe as any sport if the right protective gear is worn and the rules are followed. That's a good answer. I said, it's as safe as paintball would be if you wear proper protection. I said, and, play in the rules. Well, they didn't like that answer because I understand later on that one of the children had played paintball. He came back all bruised up and everything like that, and that was it. She wasn't going to let him play again. And her concern was, look what happened to you playing Airsoft. Well, I could have been walking in the woods, not playing Airsoft, just hiking like I do, and stepped in the wrong spot and broke my leg. Playing Airsoft was it just happened to be that day. So, are injuries something that can happen in Airsoft? Of course. I could be like in an urban environment and trip down some steps and break an arm or bust a collarbone or get a skull fracture. I have a helmet on. I have full face protection. I have gloves on. Usually I have a camo uniform, sometimes elbow pads, but I still could get hurt. I had knee pads on that day, and I think that was when I broke my leg, and maybe that's the only reason my leg stayed the way it was. But so I was trying to explain this to him, that Airsoft is as good or as bad as any sport. A group of friends could go out and play tackle in your backyard, and one could get hit the wrong way, break an arm, bust some fingers, take a football to the face and break a nose, lose a tooth. All these things can happen playing football. All of those things could happen playing Airsoft. And it's a game. But it is a game with rules and safety precautions, such as full eye protection, good eye protection. I'm not talking about some goofy safety glasses that barely stay on your face, or a mesh mask that, like, if it gets listen to me, if it gets hit, the paint can chip off inside, or fragments from a BB can go in your eye. That's an adult can wear that kind of stuff. But if a child's going out, or someone under 18, they need to have good eye protection. Full seal, full mask, whatever. And I get into, discussions about full face protection, such as a full face mask or goggles with a mesh mask, okay, or goggles with a plastic mask over here. Teeth don't grow back. They have to be replaced, and it can get expensive. All right? if you want to take that chance and you're over 18, go for it, buddy. But if you're under a certain age, wear the face protection. I'm 59. I wear face protection. I started maybe the first year not wearing face protection, and I learned really quick, almost losing a tooth, that, hey, maybe I should wear something on my face so I don't lose a tooth. So when the mother, she says, I see these videos of all these people that have all these airsoft injuries, and I'm like, that's can happen in any sport. Paintball could be just as bad. You could trip over something with using a paintball gun and fall. And as far as the paintball marks, I played paintball. Yeah, I had a lot of bruises sometimes, and where I didn't have good neck protection, I had a bruise, big red blood mark. Things happen. But if you have the proper protection on, the proper equipment, and you play within the rules, 99% of the time, you're not going to get hurt. But accidents happen. Any sport, any hobby you do is inherent with risks. Okay? You try to minimize those risks with having the proper protection and following the rules. But accidents will happen. Freak things will come about. Alright? Who's to say walking in the woods, playing airsoft, a limb comes flying back, hits you in the face, knocks your eye pro off, gives you a big cut mark on your forehead or something. Things can happen. So, is airsoft safe? It's like any other sport. If you don't want to assume the risks and use the proper safety equipment and play within the rules, yeah, it can be unsafe. But if you use the proper safety equipment, you play within the rules, you're going to be safe. That's my answer to the person that asked me this. They didn't like my answer, but that's the truth. It's like any other hobby, any other sport you play. Just had to make this video. Like always, you guys have a good day and enjoy the weather out there if the sun's shining.